Hi guys, and happy Sunday. Today is January 30th and the month is almost gone. So we're on day 8 of our tour of the catalog of the mini January to June catalog. And today we're going to be showing you this Happy and Heartfelt on page 51 of the mini. A great word set. I love this font. I love some of these sayings. They're just fabulous. So we're going to use that. And my daughter informed me that this is my 100th video. So she said I had to do something in gold because it's like my golden video or something. I don't know. I just do whatever she says. So anyway, so since the words are very understated, great font, but you really can't build a card, this is where you can use with your word sets fabulous technique. So we're going to do this herringbone technique for you today. Now, I am using gold from the Gold and Rose Gold metallic specialty paper. I'm also using the brushed gold, and I had some of this shiny gold left over. So I don't think it's available anymore on the clearance rack. I'm not sure. But all you have to do when you go on my website is Google gold, and it'll show you all of the products that are available for this. Okay, so we're going to start off with your basic card base, which is 5.5 by 8.5, but we're going to score this differently today. So we're going to score at 2 3/4 and 7. So here we go. Make sure you're cutting blades out of the way. So here's 2 3/4 and 7. All right. I think that's all I need to cover for at this point. Yes, I believe so. All right. So then this is going to fold up. Where's my bone folder? So this is, oh, I had something on there. We're going to cover it up. Don't worry. So it's going to open like that. Either like that, or you can do it like this, whichever way you want. Now, on this part, this is 2 3/4, of course, because that's where we scored it, by, this is of course 5.5. So we're going to take our adhesive sheets. You could use, for this technique, you can use the multi-purpose glue, you can use your Stampin' Seal. When I'm using a shiny item like this, I don't like using that just because if you touch it with glue fingers, it shows up. You can't get rid of it. Same with the adhesive. If you start to rub away with it, it kind of leaves a mark. So we're going to take our adhesive sheet and we're going to cut this down to that 2 3/4. Remember, that's this side here, 2 3/4. I think it's 6 inches wide, so we'll cut it down. Yes, so we'll cut it down at the 5.5. Now that's a little tiny piece, but I keep all my pieces. You know me, I keep all my pieces. All right, so let me put that back in the bag before I lose it. All right, so that's going to be for the one side. And then we're going to cut the other side, even though we're not going to glue it down yet. So this is going to be 1.5 by 5.5. So you see that? 1.5. So let's cut another sheet, 1.5 by 5.5. And we'll put that off to the side. We'll wait till later with that. So just so I don't lose it, I'm going to put it over here. All right. I love the adhesive sheets for this technique. But the one thing you do have to realize is once it's down, it's down. So just when you're putting your strips down, put them down wisely. I'm thinking this time, do I want to go? No, I'm going to go straight up and down again. So the card's going to open like this. You could open it like this. I like having the bigger side on this. So we're going to go ahead, peel off, and lay it down right up to that line. All right, peel this one off. Lay it right up to that line. And by line, I mean this score line. Here's our last piece. Lay it right up to that score line and put it down. Okay. So you should have it pretty well covered, and you might have it over covered in some places, but it's all good. Doesn't matter. All right, so this is going to be this side, remember? So I'm going to lay it like this so I have it the same right up. I'm going to go ahead and burnish it a little. And then peel it off. Let's see. All right, so now it's nice and adhesive. Like, okay, over here we have strips that are 2 inches by 3/4 of an inch, and I have them in 3 different colors. What I like to do is I like to keep them, and I have all of the extra scraps here besides. Show you what that's for later. So I always have my my silicone craft sheet underneath here. I'm going to start with my first one. Now this first one I like to do near the top, and I like to do in the corner like that, so the corner hits that. I'll show you why later. All right, so you go like that, and then you just keep going down the line. So you go with a horizontal, then your vertical. Now you could start this way vertical if you want. I like doing it this way. It just makes it easier. So see, I'm doing 1, 2, 3. I'm keeping in a row. 1, getting as close as I can. 1, 2, 3. Now back up to 1. 2 and 3. See how when you push on it, see how it actually does that? So that's what I'm saying. You don't want to. That's why I don't like using the multi-purpose glue for this. All right, so that was 3. So now back up to 1, and now you can see 1, 2, 3. You can see your pattern. And what I'll do is I'm going to stop right here with this one for right now. Nah, maybe I won't. You see how that's getting like that? So this is going to be very small here. So what I do here is, now remember this is the 2 inch. And see how that kind of fits. As long as it goes over that score line, we're going to be okay. There's going to be a little bit left. Let me see, do I have a thicker one? Do I have a thicker one? Yeah, there's a thicker one. So this is where those pieces come in handy. So that's 3. Now we go back up to 1. And see, I have this piece. So this is where those little pieces come in handy. We're not going to worry about this little piece for right now. Okay. So there's the majority of the card. Because see, this is where I get confused. So now this is the rose, shiny, brushed. So this is going to be rose. And I know that I don't have to worry about it lining up because it's going to be off the card no matter how it is. So here we go like that. Now we have to go this way. So now it's shiny. And you want to go right to that edge there, because remember all your edges are where you meet. Shiny. And then this is a brush that goes straight here. So let's see if I have another brush that will cover that whole area. Oh wait, it's going to be this way. Yeah, let's leave that for right now, because I just want to be a little bit conscious of what I'm doing here. So let's go ahead. So now we have to go across here. So here's a shiny, here's that. So that means that a brush goes there, this way. See how I'm continuing that pattern? So that's a brushed there. Here we have brushed shiny. So then you have a rose there. And see what I mean? All right, I'll show you what we do about that later. And so then this is going to be a shiny there. Now let me see if I have a shiny that will fit. Yes, there's a shiny that will fit. And see, since I was a little off there, that's going to be a little off there. I'll show you what we're going to do with that later. So here we have shiny rose, so that means we have to have a brush there now. Okay, and then we have rose, that brushed, so now we have to have a shiny at the very bottom there. But it has to be big enough to cover the whole thing. It has to be that way. You know what? I'm going to take a full one. I don't think I have a full one. It's longer. So I'm just going to, even though that should be cut off, we're just going to do it like that since it's such a small area. It's not going to ruin the card. And we're going to do the same up here. See how this is rose, shiny? So then this is a brushed here. And yes, this should be up like this. So I'm just going to do it a little bit to the edge of the card. It's not the same length, but I don't think it's going to ruin the integrity of the card. All right, so then let me get them out here. My snips, get them out of this drawer. So now you can use your cutter if you want. I find that sometimes the cutter gets caught on it. So I like using my snips just to make sure, because they're so precise, you can get right up to that card edge and not be worried about it. Also with your cutter, when you're doing this, here's the fold, right? When you're doing your cutter, sometimes you end up cutting into your card fold, and you don't want to do that. Oh, I'm sorry, am I off camera? I'm sorry. I'm just trimming on the back side, guys. I'm sorry if I was off camera before. I might have cut a little bit. No, I didn't. Good. So there's that. And then here's your last part. So I said you can use your cutter, but let me show you what I did when I used my cutter. I used my little baby guillotine that I got from Stampin' Up. It was a Hostess special, but the demonstrators could also buy them. So let me show you what happened when I used the guillotine. A little bit of a cut mark in there. Not that big of a deal. All right, so here's this. And yes, we do have some spaces, but I'll show you what we're going to do with that to go along with the gold theme. Now I have a lot over here. And this is the point now where I can throw all of these away, unless I'm going to make more of these cards. Because these are filler spaces, you're not going to use them for the next part of the card. All right, so for this part of the card, I like going right in the middle with this. Oh, let's get our other piece, because remember it's going to be like this. Let's get our other. So remember this was, again, I believe 1.5 inches by 5.5 inches. Oh no, that's what you don't want to do. Shoot. All right. I might have to add some more adhesive there. We'll see. It may not be bad. And with this one, with the straight ones, it's not as bad if you have to get that kook off. That's why I have some stuff there, because I didn't wipe off the adhesive sheets. All right. Burnish it again. Let's go ahead and peel. I don't have fingernails. So you can always grab your, take your pick tool too. Sometimes though it's easier off of the edge. All right, I do have to get my take your pick tool. Sorry. There we go. There you go. All right, drop it on the floor. I'll pick it up later. I'm sure the dog won't come in quite yet, so I'll be okay. All right, so what I want to do is I'm going to take, I'm going to figure out which one I want to be at the center. Now, if you look here, I'm going to start with the shiny, I think. but I want it to be, I don't want it to really be matchy-matchy. So if I do it like that, it's going to be too matchy-matchy. So I'm going to go down here. You know what? I'm going to start at the bottom. So this one's going to go all the way. And on this one, I just like being upside down a little bit. And then whatever you decide to do, you're going to stick to that for the rest of the design. Whether you're going half or you're going to go 3/4. So I'm going to go 3/4 with that. And then here's the brushed. Now, you can cut after each one. I tend to cut after I get 2 or 3 down, because then you can use the remainders. Oh, and we're going to cut this off, so it doesn't matter if you flush right or flush left. And if you wanted to, you know, let's try it. Let's see what it looks like. Instead of following it the whole way, let's do it like this. So that pattern is not so matchy-matchy. You can see on here, it is. I did the same the whole way down. But let's try it like this. All right, so let's put this one down. Then we're going to do our trimming. Okay, so now we're still going to have to do a full one there, right? So then let's go this way over and this way there. This one's full right up to that score line, and this one we're going to go back this way, and here's the rest of that brushed. All right, so now let's trim that off. Again, I like using the scissors so I don't cut that fold. Oops. Yeah, it helps if you go both sides. That one's... There we go. So there you are. And then we're going to take, oh, where did I put it? I have a piece here somewhere. Oh, here it is. Sorry. So this is 2 1/4 by 4. This is 2 1/4 by 4. So then I made this, so since there's so much going on, I want a bigger border. So I made this a 1/2 inch less. So this is 1 3/4 by 3 1/2. So there's 3 1/2, 1 3/4. All right, here comes the stamp set. All this time, just for the stamp set. We're going to stamp this. And that's in the Gorgeous Scrape. Let's stamp this. All right. Now, we'll hear that in just a second. Now, there are a few little spots where the white shows through. And if you don't really like that, you could go ahead and do it with, cover it up with our gold leafing, which I bought 2 of these. And I tell you guys, hang on, I'm coming over here to get my box. Sorry. One of my boxes from Boxing Day. I bought 2 of these. And you know what? I'm never going to... I've been using this, and look, this is how the one is. Okay? So anywhere you see white, you're going to go ahead and you're going to take this and you're going to rub it, burnish it into that. All right, you know how I tell you don't sneeze when your glitter's out? Definitely don't sneeze when your gold leafing is out, because it will go everywhere, and the minute you go to try to brush it up, it's going to crumble. All right, I have some over here. I don't know if there's adhesive right to that edge. It may not stick. Yep. All right, so let's go ahead and go down here. I'm sorry, can you guys see this all? I'm just going anywhere where it looks like there's white showing. And I have this little corner here. Now, if there's no adhesive, it won't stick. It won't burnish. All right, do I have any others? Up there, looks like a little bit possibly. So a little bit goes a long way. And that's another good thing about using the adhesive sheets is that you can get all these little tiny areas with a little bit of adhesive and it'll stick. Now, we do have, you know, like our aqua painters or paint brushes, water brushes. I don't know what they call them anymore. They've been through so many different names over the years. We do have those that you can go ahead and use to get this extra out. What I use, if I can find it quickly, maybe I can't. Oh, here it is. I use my keyboard brush. This is for keyboards, go in between your keys. I got some stuff there. So then I just brush it down. Anything that's not stuck. All right, that's going to bother me. I don't know what that is. All right. And then all you do is, let me push that back down. You can, and I learned the hard way, do not blow the rest away until you cover it back up. You see the static electricity, especially in the winter time, they really stick. So cover back up. Oh, there's a piece over there. See how it goes everywhere. So you definitely don't want to have it near a fan, excuse me. You don't want to have it near a fan. You don't want to have it out if you're going to have a sneezing attack. All right. And then after you've covered it back up, you can just blow whatever away. Oh, a little bit of adhesive. All right. So then here we have this. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this straight on to my gorgeous grape. Get that a little bit under. And then I'm going to pop this up. Now, to pop it up, I like to line it up on that edge. And I'm only going to do it on this edge, because this is the smaller, so it seems like that's the one that's going to flip up, not fold flat as much. So then I'm just kind of using this as a measurement, so I make sure that I don't go over that flap. I usually use my take your pick tool, but these came, I don't know, guys, I think I've had these for at least 4 years, so they peel off very easily now. All right, so I'm going to go here. I'm going to figure out where I want it. Like it like that. And then go ahead, and whenever you burnish these cards, especially when you have that brush metallic, never go on the actual itself, because what will happen is you will scratch it and you'll have your marks. All right, so there was the one we just did. Here's the one I did a little while ago. This one, yes, it's a little bit smaller because I made a boo-boo, so I cut it down a little. All right, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks for viewing my 100th video with me. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Feel free to drop by my online store at any time with Stampin' Up! To order any of these products. But I hope you have a fabulous day and a safe weekend. Bye-bye now.